evening, everybody. Welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. O'Don here, your traffic jockey for this Sunday evening. Now, if you just bear with me for a minute, because we're doing something different here now. So I think I got a lot of feedback. So give me 1 second here. I gotta find. We are doing Instagram. I can't figure out how to turn down the Instagram. Give me 1 second. I don't know how to turn down the Instagram feed. Hang on. Give me 1 second. I don't know why there's no way to shut down the feed here. If I turn down the feed here, I'm gonna lose everybody. Hang on, G. Hang on, G. Oh, come on. This is a joke. What is going on here with this? Hang on. There's gotta be a way to put this on there.
Is that better?
No. No, it's not better. Hold on. Because I'm getting like double feedback here. So I'm getting the feedback from you plus the Instagram. No. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There he is. I'm getting double
There he
feedback.
is.
That's it. Yeah.
Tommy Cutlets.
Do you hear it? Do you hear any feedback on your end? Like
Negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
okay. I have no idea on how to change that. That's Tommy Cut.
We're changing Cutlet's name.
Oh my God, this is bad. Oh, hang on, dude. I gotta figure this out. I just gotta quickly find a button to hit mute or something because I can't hear anything. Hang on.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Stand by. The computer is like shutting down on me. Yeah, right. Hang on. Okay, go ahead, talk.
Yeah. So Dizzle, Donnie, Dion the backup. So put your traffic up.
Oh, no, it's still
Reverb
like
Central.
Reverb. All right. Well, we'll just have to go with it. I don't know what's going on with this. Why it won't let me mute the video on Instagram. So
it's interesting.
Oh, this is it. All right. So anyway, so we are here on a Sunday evening. So we're gonna go for about a half an hour, real short video here tonight. So we just want to give everybody kind of an update as far as what the situation is, weather-wise. So I just came in here for. Oh, this is just my. Oh God, dude, I can't. Hold on a second.
You sound like you're in a fish
well,
bowl.
wait a minute. I may have to just stop the stream on like on this. There, it's got to come off. There it is. Okay, I think we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm almost there. You got me?
That does sound better. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds better. All right, I'm closing out Instagram. For some reason, Instagram didn't have a mute button to turn it off, and I could have heard you like 3 times.
Oh, word?
Anyway, I missed out a word. Anyway, folks, so sorry for the major technical difficulties here in the first 4 minutes. Off to a pretty bad start. But anyway, what's off to a bad start is this Sunday night, G. And, I just came in from Sussex County, and the visibility up there was just awful. It was pockets of heavy rain, sporadic, and then it was kind of just drizzle, and then it would get heavier, but the visibility is just absolutely horrific. So, but I guess what saves it here also is that the temperature, on the car, it was like 52, 53. So it's, it's fairly warm this time of year.
It's a blessing and it's a curse. Warm air holds more water. So if it was colder, we wouldn't get as much rain. So, or, if it was colder, it would be snow. But however, because of the warmth that holds more water, we're going to end up with 2, 3, maybe 4 inches of rain in spots. So,
wow.
Yeah, so big, solid storm, and you saw what happened down south in Charleston.
They
declared a flash flood emergency down there.
Really,
they had picked up as much as 8, 9 inches. From Charleston, Isle of Palms to it's nasty down there. So they've got their hands full. They got some significant flooding down there in South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me bring up the radar here.
Yep.
So this is your
That's
radar in real time.
Yep,
So what are
National
we
Weather
looking
Service
at?
radar. Yep, moving through, and I think what you're talking about is a couple of those bands. So those yellows, a little bit of oranges in there, some of that heavier rain moving. Out of Mercer County into Somerset, moving a little further northward. I'm here in Monmouth County, and I'm in a pretty good spot right now. But that band, a secondary band, moving out of Burlington, moving a little further northward as well. So it's going to be episodic. Going to be periods of heavy rain, and when it rains
Mhm.
heavily, it will be heavy. Rainfall rates of an inch per hour. Although thankfully you won't have that band over you for an hour.
Right.
But it's a two-part system. There's another area of low pressure still well to the south. It's going to move northward in
Mhm.
conjunction with an approaching cold front and an area of low
Mhm.
pressure. So those two kind of get together, do the dance, and we get a pretty good shellacking with the front
Shellacking.
coming through. Yeah.
I was thinking about that in the ride home going, is he going to use the word shellacking? I'm like, he's got to. He's got to. This is a
Oh, no doubt.
J Angle shellacking. Yeah.
No
Our boy
doubt.
J Angle.
Yeah, exactly.
So again, this is the second straight Sunday where this whole pattern is really set up the same, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
pretty much
This
what
is
we had last Sunday too.
yeah, a little more potent. In fact, the
Mhm.
winds, the coastal flood advisory, we got a flood watch in place. We got a wind advisory. It's a high wind warning, eastern Long Island.
Mhm.
So the further east you go, the higher the wind gust potentially could be.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
it's certainly a multifaceted,
Sure.
multi-part system with various impacts depending on where you are. I
Right.
think where you were up in Sussex and out to the west might be some of the heaviest rainfall totals of 4 inches plus. Down the shore, it's more of a wind event and coastal flooding. So, it depends really where you are.
All right. You're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show here. This is a Sunday evening. We know we're usually out in the mornings. That's kind of where we're going to settle in eventually, but I want to come on here Sunday night just to give you a little update as far as the weather conditions for late tonight, very early tomorrow morning, and then through parts of tomorrow. So again, I'll post up on the comments here. At this point, we're only on the Tri-State Traffic Show's Facebook page and YouTube. The Instagram kind of went down on me here, so we'll figure that out hopefully for our Tuesday morning broadcast, which again will be from 7 to 8 a.m. This Tuesday morning. Just to make another note, our third band member here, Christina, wasn't able to make it this evening, so all good. Just scheduling conflicts here. So, so you got just me and G here. Going to roll on through here the next half hour and give you the latest weather updates. I'm checking the traffic situation to see if there's any flooding, if there's anything out there as of yet. I do not really see any. Well, I can't really say that now. Yeah, just two areas of flooding. Nothing terrible to be concerned about. Let me bring that in. Whoa, we just lost G there. So I think we just wow, this broadcast is off to a pretty rough start. Anyway, so let me add this in here now. Let me bring this back up. We'll wait for G to get back into the room. Let me bring this in now. So we've got some on 15, ironically, right where I was. Didn't see the right lane close. Now, again, I came through there about a half hour ago, so that certainly is a possibility. We have 130 here both ways south of 551 Brooklawn. Everything is shut down there, and that's with some flooding issues. But we go back to the incident pages now. And again, there's your flooding debris spill on 287 going northbound. Again, that's north of 59 and Franklin Lakes. Let's go to New York. We'll check this out here. We've got the Bear Mountain Bridge. Get some fog as you travel further north now. Crashing the Harlem River Drive north at about 130, just north of the RFK Triborough. We've got a broken down vehicle on the northbound side of the Bruckner at the Bronx River Parkway or Bronx River Avenue, really. And it's relatively quiet for the most part. There's the issue on 208, and here comes G-Man again. There he is. All right, bro.
So yeah, I clicked out of my StreamYard window to, so I basically lost connectivity. So yeah, you and I are batting 1,000 tonight. So
yeah, off to a rough start. I think we'll chalk it up to the weather, right? So no,
exactly.
So I was just going through a couple of the traffic hotspots. So there's one area of flooding and nothing terrible of any kind of consequence. So you know what? See if you can share that radar map, or if you want to go to Tidbit, whatever. I'm going to throw up a couple of the comments here now. Let me just bring us back in. So Alexandra says, good evening from East Rutherford. So good evening to you. Connor says, good evening, everyone logging in from East Brunswick. Very nice. And Pam says, thank you for the updates. We are big fans. Thank you, Pam. We're big fans of you as well. And everybody who's liked and subscribed to the Tri-State Traffic Show. We've seen pretty amazing growth here in just the last week with subscribers. So we had to keep that train rolling. We go into 1,000 subscribers, and then things kind of change. Honestly, even at 500, things can change for us a little bit here. So we're almost there. We're almost at the 500 mark. That's the first milestone, and the second one will be 1,000. So we thank everybody for subscribing to the channel. And Johnny Rocco, hey, evening, fellas. Yeah, good evening, Johnny. Very nice to see you. Okay, let's bring
Johnny
in
Rocco.
Yeah, let's bring the G's summary here. I'm gonna bring that full screen. Bring up the tidbits there.
Yeah,
and
I got the tidbits rocking.
Yeah, we thank Levi over there at Tropical Tidbits for letting us use the graphics, and
look at
it really
that,
is an amazing site. It really is a great site.
990 low here, moving up, and that's that's the low that really shellacked Charleston earlier this evening. Up to 90.
Look at all that red and everything right there in eastern. What is that? Eastern North Carolina.
Not even eastern, really central.
Yeah.
Rough from Raleigh, Durham, further southward in towards central North Carolina, in towards the Grand Strand and 17 of South Carolina, further to the south as well. So pretty dynamic system. So you got two parts of it, and the two are going to come together. And
is that a fairly decent low? I mean, as far as an 890, I mean, that's...
no, 990. God,
990. God,
no, it was 890.
We'd be really shellacked. North Carolina would be cut in half.
Exactly. I guarantee if it was 890, my power would be out already.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But still, 990 is fairly low. Just north. Is it really northeaster, or what is it?
Yeah, it pretty much is trending that way.
Yeah.
You see the isobars; they're pretty stacked and packed, and that's why I think the wind field is rather robust, especially the further east you go.
Yeah.
Whether it be from Monmouth County in Jersey, further off. I mean, so we don't have anything more than a wind advisory here, which is good. But out on the island, they've got a high wind warning.
Right.
So Long Island sticks out 130 miles or whatever it is. So
sure.
It's a little more potent as you move a little further off.
So as far as, again, for people who are just joining us here, Odon and the G-Man here in the Weather Center, we're just kind of tracking what's going on with the weather here this evening for the tri-state area. New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Long Island. We are going to be here for probably another 18, 19 minutes or so. Kind of real shorter video here, but we just wanted to come on just to give some people the updates here with this weather system that's going to be coming through. Please subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show. We certainly appreciate that. Post up in the comments here if you can join us here this evening. Actually, not a bad little crowd here for kind of an impromptu, last minute kind of thing here. So that's pretty good. So kind of time it out for us. What are we looking at? It's already going on 8:45 now. When do you expect the worst of this to really hit?
The worst of it is actually after midnight. So from midnight to 6 a.m. is the crux of this, is the worst of it. So again, gusty winds, heavy rain, street flooding, poor drainage flooding, things of that potential, coastal flooding, all of that, up to about 6 a.m. And then, as the lows kind of merge and then, the front comes through, the winds will swing around behind it and go a little more northwest. And the temperature, just will continue to actually fall. So the high on Monday will register very early, probably close to 60 degrees, whereas the high on Tuesday will register at about 40, but feeling like it's in the 30s all day.
Okay.
So it's a pretty dynamic system. The winds of change be creeping in.
Yeah, right. Scorpions, winds of change. Love the Scorpion.
You listen to it in your IROC and your Capacios, right?
That's it, right? My Z Cavaricci pants.
Z Cavaricci.
Oh God, that's it, man. I wonder if Joey Lasasso's watching. I love Joey Lasasso.
We do.
Oh, what a great guy. Oh my God. Anyway, so we digress. Is the region thing working tonight?
Yeah, let me go back to tidbits here. I didn't want to play around too much because I was afraid I'd get to lose my StreamYard again.
Yeah.
Let's check the Northeast here. So bear with me for a second. North Atlantic.
You're doing that. So again, we're sponsored by the Travels with Darley, great travel program on PBS, NJPBS. Also, Amazon Prime, Wonder Innovation TV's Journey. We're also sponsored by Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. You've got exactly 1 week from today to get your fix of ice cream before Ralph takes off for the closes up shop for the season. I actually just stopped in the other day, and he's doing well. And yeah, he's just kind of winding things down. Also, our friends over at the Shave Cave, 1471 Ratton Road in Clark. Maxim Motor Cars out in Dover, New Jersey, right off of Route 15. We thank them so much. And also your friends there, Eastern Millworks.
Yeah, Eastern Architectural Millworks,
Yeah.
of course, Eastern Fiberglass, as well as, again, Eastern Millwork and Exteriors, the affiliated companies of Eastern, as well as Visor Structural Pergolas. So we thank all of our good friends there for helping us out and sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. So we appreciate it.
Yeah. So, boy, that radar, well, look at that. That's really,
look at that. Yeah, this is still a projection here. So this is, later on this evening. Let me take it a little further here, but you could see all the reds and the yellows and the oranges kind of moving up out of Virginia in towards the Delmarva. This is 2Z on Monday. So again, this is still tonight, like 10 o'clock tonight. And then as we move in towards, a little later in time or so, this is, still later on tonight, 4Z. So as we get closer to midnight, you could see the yellows, the heavy rains, just outside of DC, getting hammered with some of that heavy rain. And then it gets a little spottier here as we head in towards the early overnight hours, in towards 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. 06Z, that Z, by the way, I think we talked about it last time, is Zulu time. So that's 2 a.m. As we move in towards 3 a.m. Some of that heavy rain. Look where all those reds are. Southeastern Pennsylvania. I think that heavy rain, really is, all of that water is just going to flow into the Delaware River. I think if you're commuting and driving in towards Pennsylvania, going perhaps over the Ben Franklin Bridge or what have you tomorrow morning, I mean, that is going to be a real nightmare with some of that heavy rain. And then, as we move towards 6 a.m., more so in North Jersey. Look at that. South Jersey, Central Jersey gets a little bit of a break at this point. And most of that heavy rain moving in towards the Hudson Valley, by, 5, 6 a.m. or so.
That's the part, don't mean to interrupt, but that's the part that, from the traffic side of the thing, that's where things really go downhill quick, especially in the in Westchester County, Bronx Parkway, Sprain, Sawmill, going water with just maybe like an inch and a half, depending on what the location is. Now, if you're looking at like 2 to 3, maybe even 4 inches of localized rain, that's going to be a real nightmare for that morning commute tomorrow. So,
you remember the event not long ago that just hammered West Point?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's true. Things like that. Yeah.
So again, this is the NAM model, the 3K NAM. This is the highest resolution NAM model, and the North American model. So usually pretty good.
Yeah.
So, you get a lot of heavy rain, Eastern PA, almost right along the Delaware River. So we get a little bit of a break in there. And that's pretty much where the cold front from the west is lining up. So you have this axis along the front, which seems to be the focal point, the pivot point, really, for the heaviest stuff and the greatest area, I think, for 4+ inches of rain.
Oof, that's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. But look, I guess, we got to count our blessings that the temperature isn't below freezing, because we'd have about 4 feet of snow. I mean, it would be a real
it's sort of a misnomer, though, because if the temperatures were below freezing, we wouldn't have this much all this potential liquid.
Yeah.
So yes, I mean, in the on the face of it, yes, it would be feet of snow.
Sure.
But if temperatures were that cold, in the low 30s or in the 20s, we wouldn't have this much available moisture either. So you got to kind of factor that in.
Okay. Wow. Well, I guess the good news. So all right, so let's kind of run it down. What are you looking at for Tuesday, Wednesday? Still a lot of shopping to be done. And
those are great days. Cold
and stuff.
Yeah, as I alluded to before, much colder on Tuesday than tomorrow. The high temperature tomorrow is going to be achieved early, before the cold front comes through. So once the front goes through, the winds. So it's good and bad. But, I feel like 90% of weather is good and bad, right? So on the good side, it gets the rain out of here, but the front also is going to start to bring in the colder air. So if I went out further in time here on tidbits, let's see here, where was I? 18+ hours out. So if I go out a little further. 14Z Monday morning, you can see the blue and some of the snow out to the west.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's getting a little bit closer,
Yeah.
So,
Right.
as we move into, look at that. Look at those isobars
Yeah, it
here.
is. Yeah.
And then you see that snow coming in off the lakes, wrapping around that second area of low pressure. So, the cold air comes in, provides some stability. The atmosphere stabilizes. It's not stormy anymore, but it's still windy. And the cold air definitely begins to funnel in. And this is essentially as we move in towards, Monday afternoon, Monday evening.
Okay. Again, you want to, probably want to, again, we always say check with your air carrier, but that's like good luck on a night like this. But from Boston to obviously New York City to Philly to Washington, D.C., through Charlotte, through all up and down the eastern seaboard, and even into parts of the eastern sections of the Midwest. Let's say out to Cleveland or
Cleveland,
Indianapolis, Cleveland, Indianapolis, or it's just just part of the pattern here. So
yeah. I think you're a little more immune further inland. This is more of a coastal thing. Especially moving out of the Carolinas. This morning into the afternoon, and then moving in our direction right now.
Sure. Is there anything? Does Tibbetts have anything? Let's say getting into Christmas at all, or does it even go out that far? Or?
Let me go to more of a global model.
Okay.
Let's go to the GFS here, longer range. Those mesoscale models won't. The more hyperlocal models won't really. We need something. Let's see. Christmas is a little more than a week away.
I wonder what the over under is as far as when we're actually going to get our first snow. I'm sure that'd be a nice little prop bet at Bet Parks or something like that, right?
So this is Christmas Eve. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the 28th. Oh, let me go back here. That's 258 hours out, so I don't need that. So let me go 198 hours out. Let's see where we're at here.
There you go.
This is Christmas night.
Okay.
And look at that. I got some rain right there. Yeah. So it's certainly warm enough for rain.
Yeah.
Let me go back a little bit here. So this is Christmas morning.
Okay.
It looks pretty good. You can see where the rain is. It looks pretty quiet,
Okay. That's good.
Still looking pretty good here. Again, this is Christmas night. 00Z, which is 8 p.m. Monday night, Christmas evening. You can see the batch of rain getting closer.
Yeah.
You can see the isobars, the lines of equal pressure. So there's some wind with it, and a little heavier rain. So a little shot of rain moving through, but that's rain. It's not snow.
I'm sorry. When is that? It's Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. That's overnight, Christmas night into Tuesday morning.
Tuesday looks like it's a washout kind of. The following Tuesday, not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. That's all pretty light. It doesn't look very heavy.
Yeah.
But
fly on Tuesday, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen if it sets up that way.
Yeah. It's not looking too good.
Interesting. Friends, you're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show again. A little bit of just a kind of an impromptu, just getting the word out here about the weather. We're going to go for about another 7-8 minutes at best. Leave us a comment. We're on Facebook and YouTube here this evening. Let us know where you're watching us from. But again, just wanted to jump in here with the weather, just because just to give everybody the update here, just to let people know what they're expecting for the riding to work. Tomorrow's school. Schools are still not out, so it's gonna be a busy week this week, and it's not the greatest way to start it off on a Monday with all this heavy rain and potential flooding and so forth. So definitely forego the extra cups of coffee and that kind of stuff, and just kind of get out of the house and just be careful. I guess some of the wind that we had last Sunday probably took care of just about whatever leaf, if there was any kind of a leaf that was left on any tree, that's long gone. So
but some of the roots could still be a little compromised from the rain and wind last time around. So
sure.
Not exactly. And like I said, I lost power twice in the last week.
Really?
Just stupidity. I don't even know what it was from.
Yeah. Right.
So
just been a branch in the wire and that kind of stuff. And
I don't know.
As far as transit is concerned, we're going to keep an eye on NJ Transit, especially that Morrison Essex line. As I've always said, between Morristown and Mount Olive, it's you're basically going through a forest. He's going through a wooded area, so you get one little branch on the wires and you're cooked. So then they've had some issues last couple of weeks. Other than the other than the bull.
Other than the bull.
Yeah. Linda says hello from Manahawkin. Okay. Very nice.
Yeah, she's going to get some strong winds, no doubt.
Any kind of coastal flooding?
Yeah.
Jersey Shore. I mean,
coastal
is it going to be pretty dicey, like in like Seabright and those normal areas? Sort of
usual suspects, you know?
Yeah. Go downhill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what, Jersey Shore is a beautiful, beautiful place. But, when you get things like this, it's like, ooh.
Yeah. It can be a little vulnerable.
Depending on where you are, a lot of those, Back Bay kind of stuff or some of that.
Yeah, not even just Back Bay, oceanfront. You get into some creeks and the tributaries, and they can't really handle much, so it's easy for them to get overwhelmed.
Well, again, it'd be interesting to find out what when we're gonna get our first snow, or honestly, even when to be honest, even when it's gonna like get cold. I mean, we had a couple like little blips of some stuff into the 20s or whatever, high 20s, but that's really about it. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, and those were overnight lows. So, thankfully we haven't had a day that never made it into the 30s. We had some chilly days, but even Saturday, yesterday was fantastic.
Oh, it was gorgeous. It felt like spring.
Day.
Really felt like spring, getting closer.
Dizzle was going to open up some windows.
That's right. Exactly. Getting up the food truck, the Jimmy Don's corn truck, right?
Jimmy Don's. Thank you. We welcome our newest sponsor, Jimmy Don's.
Exactly. Well, I had the whole thing, I kind of had in my head with the side of the truck was going to look like. But as we digress, we
often digress.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Fire roasted corn.
Exactly. Welcome to Pueblanos.
I still feel like there's a business in that. I don't know where, but
we should throw it out to the viewers. Like, would you like a roasted corn truck?
Exactly.
I don't think. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't think that's something that I would, me personally, have to eat a lot. Yeah.
Where was I? Was the God. Point Pleasant was the seafood festival. There was a truck selling corn, doing the same kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's more like Mexican street corn.
Yeah,
kind of a situation,
which is pretty killer.
It is. No, that stuff is solid.
Yeah.
But was kind of curious, like, it's the idea. Oh no, there it is.
Like my schwacky idea.
Exactly. All right, so we'll go for 5 more minutes, put it on the clock here. Again, you're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show. We're down at the G here in the Weather Center. Just giving you a little quick update on our storm here for this evening and early tomorrow morning. So definitely, we always say budget extra travel time. Definitely going to need it tomorrow morning.
Be careful ponding on the roadways. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's an easy thing to remember. Turn around, don't drown, particularly the closer you are to the coast. Long Beach Island on LBI, Long Beach Boulevard frequently floods. And when it floods, that's not fresh water, that's salt water coming up.
Oh, that can be serious damage. You get a car caught, you might as well just leave it there because it's not even going to start or do anything. It'll corrode right through the wires. But exactly. And also, the usual areas up north too. In Newark, parts of Route 22, Hoboken, Jersey City.
Yep.
There's plenty of other areas. Route 46 can kind of go down the drain pretty quick as well.
Literally. Blackwell's Mills Causeway, the usual suspects.
Right. Griggstown Causeway,
Blackwell's
Causeway, that's it, right.
Yep.
But I guess if there's any, I don't know, I don't think there's any solace in any of what happened this afternoon with the Jets and the Giants. Just total wipeouts altogether. Just talk about just deflating the football right on cue. I mean, maybe the Jets a little worse than Tommy Cutlets, but Tommy Cutlets,
no doubt. Just got shut out. I mean,
how are you playing the National Football League and not even score a field goal? Like, not even get the ball anywhere near, like, close enough to try to even attempt a kick. I mean, maybe they did and they missed. I didn't see the game, but
and Cutlets took a pretty good shot too. So we're going to change his name from Cutlets to Scrambled Eggs.
Oh no! Oh no!
Take a couple Balboa shot.
That's it. Tommy, scrambled eggs and gabagool. Oh, look out! Jesus.
Oh, Cutlets!
Oh my God!
Oh.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty much done for both teams.
Well, they're eliminated from the playoffs. So
they're really
Jets are definitely mathematically eliminated.
Definitely out. Yeah, but I think it saves the decision as far as whether Rodgers, if he was ready to play, whether they would have put him in or not.
No,
I don't know.
I mean, at this point now, it's a good thing to let him fully heal up. That's I don't know. I mean, when he said that, I'll be back to play this season, I was like, dude, what planet are you on? But then again,
Yeah.
he's got access to
The
the
best,
utmost and advanced therapies and
sure, the best of the best.
Mhm.
That's what an 8-figure salary does for you.
Exactly.
You can
I
do
need
those things, but
you know.
to be fair, I mean, if this was me and you, probably more me than you because you're in a lot better shape than I am. But
Yeah,
something like that would have taken me out for like 2 years or something, whatever.
yeah,
I mean,
man, you'd be hobbling around that little scooter thing, that little tart cart,
exactly. Little knee scooter or whatever. Like you just
little knee scooter.
totally.
There's
Yeah,
Dizzle, like like peddling his knee scooter.
exactly. Um, but yeah, I mean, it is remarkable if he's even able to think about coming.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Well, even if they put him in just to do handoffs or
I mean, I don't think he should come back this season. I mean, what for? They're not making the playoffs.
no, I think they're shutting him down.
Yeah.
I think they're shutting him down. Speaking of shutdown, let's just run down the sponsors again because we're gonna do those, and then we're going to finish up another weather little quick minute and a half job here and get us out of it, and then we're gonna sign off for the evening. So let me bring in the banners here. Just gotta remember where I am now. So let's see here. There we go. So we got the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 22 North Avenue West in Cranford. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. Ralph's got one more week left in his season. Christmas Eve, he will be shutting down for the season at 6 p.m. Go to his website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. Follow him on Facebook. Some of the best ice cream around in the tri-state area. Tell him you saw it on the Tri-State Traffic Show. And again, that's in historic Cranford, New Jersey, 22 North Avenue West, 272-3000. That would be a 908 area code. Also, our friends here, this is the G-Man's friends. This is Eastern Architectural Millwork Exterior Division, as well as, let me bring in the other architectural millwork, and I'll let you speak to these guys here. Fiberglass Company, Polymer Waterproofing Systems. We thank them so much as well.
Yes, sir. So we have the affiliated family of Eastern, as well as again Visor Structural Pergolas. So yeah, we're doing great. So we thank them for their support, and you know what, it's awesome. So all of our sponsors. So we really appreciate it. And of course, our next one, Darley.
That's it. Travels Darley. Darley Newman. It's been a while since I've done the website. Oh my God, she's gonna kill me. Anyway, so you can watch it on Amazon Prime, NJPBS, PBS Create, as well as Ovation TV's Journey. And I feel like I'm leaving something out, so as I'm losing my voice, but Darley's been a big supporter of the show from day one. So great travel program. Season 11 is coming up in January. There's a bunch of tri-state related shows, especially in New Jersey, some Revolutionary War history shows, Morristown, issues in Morristown, Somerville, as well as Perth Amboy. I feel like she maybe made her way to Monmouth, the battlefield. I'm not quite sure, but check it out again.
Oh yeah, right by me.
Yeah, NJ PBS, as well as PBS Create, Amazon Prime, and Wondrum, and Ovation TV's Journey. So a lot of different places to follow. Follow her on Instagram, Facebook. She posts a ton of stuff, especially Instagram. It's Travels with Darley. Just do a search there. You'll find her. And her great travel program here. So I'm just going to, as I'm just cheating here because I'm starting to dial out, but
we got a man down.
That's it. I'm just waiting for the crawl to come through.
To break out my Heimlich for you? What?
Yeah, right. Thanks for the crawl here. Yeah. So I just need the website. That's all. I think it's Darley. There was two of them. There was Darley C. Newman. That was her shop, her merch shop. And then it's going to be darley-newman.com. That's why I can remember the dash or no dash. But anyway, so Darley is a good sponsor of the broadcast. Well, our friends over at the Shave Cave, 1471 Ratton Road in Clark, New Jersey. Definitely give them a call for your manly grooming needs, beards, shaves, the whole deal here, the whole 9 yards with the little fade. I think I need a little trim myself.
Little fade.
That's it. 1471 Ratton Road in Clark, New Jersey. That would be the Shave Cave, and our friends in Maxim Motor Cars over at 303 West Clinton Street. In Dover, New Jersey, 973-620-9060. Go to their website, MaximMotorCarsLLC.com. All right, G. Now what happened? Now I just lost the mouse. Boy, this show has really run off the rails. Definitely the weather. All right, got the mouse back, so I'm going to bring you back in here now. Let me take down the. There we go. So why don't you just give us a little?
The rain's just starting to kind of pick up, ramp up a little bit here by me in Central Jersey. You can see that little band moving into Monmouth County, Ocean County as well. Northern Jersey, especially Northwest Jersey has been getting shellacked here for a little while. So expected to get heavier and steadier after midnight. The worst of it is really from midnight to about 6 a.m. And then it starts to get better. The front knocks everything offshore. But the winds ramp up as well. So you'll probably hear the winds overnight as well. So just to give you a heads up, be very, very careful tomorrow morning, getting up, getting out, going to work, dropping the kids off at school, bus stop, what have you. Be very mindful of this. There could be some power outages. There could be some down power lines as well. So, again, never drive over or get near a down power line. And if it's a flood situation, please be careful and turn around and don't drown. So just be mindful of this, especially in Northwest Jersey for, more rain, more flooding, Western Jersey, that sort of thing. And then by the shore, it's more of a coastal aspect. So there could be some coastal flooding as well as some issues there, wind-related issues also. So please be careful. Just giving you a heads up here. That's why me and Dizzle jumped on here tonight to give you an update here, keep our viewers informed and hopefully safe.
Yeah. So again, thanks everyone for watching here. We had again, it was kind of an impromptu kind of situation.
Sure.
So, we had a nice little crowd here for a Sunday evening as people were, winding down, getting ready to retire for the evening. But again, we just wanted to jump on here, give you a little weather update, let you know what the situation is, and definitely be careful out there, especially with some of the more than likely localized flooding and, maybe some of the highways, as we mentioned before, like Route 22.
Poor drainage, right?
Yeah, poor drainage stuff, especially down the shore, probably along 35.
35 is a usual suspects in spot. So again, just be smart, be careful, and be safe. Slow it down tomorrow morning and give yourself some extra time.
Exactly. All right, G. Well, I appreciate you staying up late here, my friend.
I know.
On the show here.
Yeah, I got to go catch the 700 Club.
700
so before 60 minutes gets like 60 special 90-minute edition of 60 minutes. I'm like, no. Well, then it's no longer 60 minutes.
Exactly right.
Welcome to the world of oxymoron.
Exactly right. It's 90 minutes. Come on, get that right. So we're going to sign off here this evening. Again, we'll be back Tuesday morning. Yep. At 7 a.m. from 7 to 8. So that will be, what is that, the 19th? That was today, 17th. Yeah, the 19th. That's so Tuesday, the 19th at 7 a.m. Christina will be with us. So I'll have the gang back together again. So I want to thank everybody for watching us here on Facebook and YouTube. Again, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Look for at Tri-State Traffic Show on YouTube. That is the channel. Definitely hit the subscription button. We're real close. I think the last time, what I'm going to do real quick, G, I want to just look to see where we were at. Earlier, we were at 399. So I wonder who's the lucky 400th 400th customer. Let's see what we got here. Let me bring this
subscribe,
in.
Tell your friends.
That's it. Let's see, we're here now. Let's go to view your channel. $3.99. So
all right, bump the needle. Come on.
One more for 400. Exactly. One more for the 400. So, all right, G. So again, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us here. And have a good rest of the evening here. And we'll see you on Tuesday, bud.
Yeah, man. It's nap time.
That's it. Go after 90 minutes.
Exactly.
All right. We'll see everybody on Tuesday morning. See you later.